Well, this is not going to be any other cushion. It's an activity cushion. Well, our little girl is 8 months old and she's a bit too young for a busy board, but there are other alternatives and I'm going to make a cushion one. And I've been reading, and it's not only good for children because they learn new skills, they see new colors, they work with new textures. It's also good for people with dementia or Alzheimer's because they help them not to lose these skills. Well, this project, I think it has a very special vibe to it. It's really nice. And I'm going to be using lots of stuff I have around in the sewing room. I have velvet, I have sack material, different ribbons, Velcro, ruffles and tulle and grosgrain tape, lots of different stuff. So it's ideal as well to use stuff you have around in the sewing room, use your imagination. And if you like this kind of content, consider subscribing because I love doing all of this stuff. I love doing things I need for the house, for myself, for my kids. And I love reusing. And talking about reusing, I'm wearing a second-hand outfit my friend gave me. So I was thinking of cloning it. What do you think? Would you like to see that? Well, one of the sides I'm going to be making with the velvet, only with a few ribbons, because velvet is really nice to touch. And I have this one as well. I didn't remember about it, was underneath the velvet. I have this blanket for the other side and this one, which is like wool, I don't know. So the cushion is 50 by 50. I'm going to start, and one thing that happens to me with this kind of projects is that they never turn out as I first think of it. Not that they turn out worse, but while I'm doing it, I always change things around. So from my sketch to the final result is always different. So let's see how we do. Oh, and I also have this, which is like a t-shirt material stuff that I got ages ago. I don't know if I'll use it or not, we'll see. So, you know, it's just a matter of start seeing things and start cutting so you see what you're doing. And one tip when we're cutting is that once you have your measurement, if you're making a square, you can fold and then on your triangle you'll have the other end. Of course, our baby has lots of different toys with bells and buttons and things like that. But she's very curious using her hands. She's always, of course, messing with my earrings, with my hair. So I think she's gonna love this. And for example, I'm thinking that this one I'm going to be doing as a pocket. So I'm going to sew it on the side, but so she can put her hand in, because it's really soft and nice. So it's a different, that's what I'm saying, that sometimes you start sewing and you think about ideas you didn't think before. So that's always good. When I got this blankety stuff, I didn't know what I would use it for. And look at that, isn't that special? And I think I was already pregnant when I got it. And because I thought about the pocket thing, I'm going to do the same with this material. On the other side, I think it's gonna look good. I was going to put this, but I think it's too much, too heavy. It was from a handbag, so I'm gonna leave it. All these are the ones I use as tinsel on my sewing themed Christmas tree, so now I have an excuse to go and get more. I think maybe I should have used a poplin simply because this velvet and the blankety fabric are going to be a bit more difficult to work with because they lose shape. And because this is for my little girl and it's a toy, an activity for babies or for older people, I want to talk really a lot about safety. Please be careful when you sew this. Make sure everything is sewn properly, just in case an accident happens. I've sewn some pompoms because I think it's really good. It'll be really good for her to play with plastic. I've sewn the plastic first, and then on top of it I've sewn grosgrain tape on the sides of the first seam, not on top of the first seam but on the sides, so it has 3 seams. It's very unlikely that she'll be able to rip it apart, and the same with the these rings to play and make sounds. I've sewn them twice and then they're going to be sewn all around with the cushions, so nothing should happen, but in case you make it for somebody, just be sure that you're sewing it properly. Well, I think it's nice as it is. It has the fringes, I was going to say ruffles. It has the pompoms, the rings, and then I'm not going to sew any tulle because she's going to put it in her mouth and she has enough with the fringes. So I'm going to sew the back of the cushion, which I thought I was going to put something on, but I'm going to leave it as it is. I think it's nice enough, and I'm going to sew it all around. Leave one side open to sew it later when I put the cushion in. I live in Tenerife. I'm going to leave the cushion without any zip or anything, and I'm going to top stitch it all around so the tapes and everything is even more secure. I washed it yesterday at night and it was dry in an hour, so I think if I have to wash it, it'll be okay. Well, and this is the cushion. It has all these that make a noise. It has elastic band, the fringes, a pocket here, and another one with a zip in which I put the other material that I was going to make another of these open pockets, but I didn't have any more room. So let's see, there's a thread. Let's see what the owner thinks. Well, let me know down in the comments what you thought, what things would you add, what things you wouldn't put, as I did, and don't forget to subscribe, and of course remember about safety. Please be careful when you sew it so it's nice and secure, and don't forget to subscribe. Bye.